Now, you just fed me some food truck, and now I have indigestion.
I don't feel great
I'm
either.
walletless, and I got indigestion.
Dude, here's the thing. I'm at one of my favorite food trucks. I forget the name of it. Something Swami sandwiches. Amazing. They're freaking Thai sandwich with that
Thai
marinated
steak. Yeah.
And then we also got the Nashville hot chicken sandwich. They always have dope food trucks where we're at. I think that might be it, Jen.
Hey, guys.
But Bryan goes,
you know what I got to do?
You got to take shit?
No. I left the stove on
What?
with my oatmeal. Sorry.
What's wrong with you?
What does that mean?
So you got to run over there?
I got to run over there.
Why did you leave it on?
I'm an idiot.
How do you know?
It's the same reason I lost my wallet.
All right, man. Well, hurry up.
I'll be right back.
Are you 14?
This is hilarious.
Fucking idiot that I am. That's annoying. Thank God I live close.
Dude, you need Jesus. Run.
Sorry, guys. So sorry about that. All right.
Well,
Here we are on a Wednesday.
did start the podcast, and then Bryan had to jet out because you forgot.
Left my
you
stove,
the stove on.
Left my stove on.
Now, here's the other thing that bothered me today about you is I'm at one of my favorite food trucks, the Swami sandwich food trucks.
Yeah.
I'm a food truck expert
now have
now.
indigestion.
I'm a
Keep
food
going.
truck expert.
Yeah.
And I'm ordering the Thai steak sandwich, which is delicious. And I told you to order the Nashville hot chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And you go,
the muck.
I don't know.
The chick muck motherfucker or something like that, or whatever.
Mother clucker.
The mother clucker.
The mother clucker.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, I'm going to get that. And then you turn to me and go, I need money.
Yeah.
You lost your wallet.
I lost my wallet.
Dude, are you
Left my stove on.
14?
Left my stove on and somehow lost my wallet. However, I think my son,
Don't blame it on
as
him.
a goof,
Don't blame it on him.
hid it from
Nah.
me. No?
And bless, is he the best hider in the world?
Yeah,
It's
because
pretty easy to
7-year-olds are
find.
like, put it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I turned the house upside down. Didn't find it. So it's either at the boxing gym.
Or it's in the box gym and someone stole it.
Yep.
Which is box gym. That's what people do at boxing
Or I
gyms.
left it in my car. Someone stole it, but I
Or it's in your car underneath the seat.
checked. Turned that car inside out.
Is there anything more annoying when you lose your wallet and you got to get a new license?
Credit cards,
Credit
license.
cards. Insurance
It's
cards.
unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. My cocaine.
There's nothing
my pills,
worse.
You know what I mean?
The rocks.
The rocks.
There's nothing worse,
Yeah.
dude.
It's fucking
It's
nuts.
so
My
frustrating.
secret phone
And
numbers.
you
Tom
leave town.
Cruise.
You leave town tomorrow.
I leave town tomorrow. I go to Kansas City tomorrow.
How are you gonna get on the plane,
I have a passport right next to me right now. I have a passport. So thank God.
dude? Don't be asking me for cash and shit out there.
You know,
right?
I might have to ask
might
you
have
for
to-
a roll. That's
Yeah.
how I roll. The good thing is I got friends who have money, so I'm going to go do Rogan's podcast after this.
Ask him for
So
cash.
I could ask Rogan. I could go, Joe, give me $3,000.
Correct.
And here's what he would do. He
Sure.
would forget about it.
What do you mean?
He'd just forget about it. He'd be like, what? Oh, yeah, I gave you
He'd be like, yeah, yeah.
$3,000.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There was these really rich princes at Harrods in London, which is Harrods at London is the most famous shopping center where you can get the most expensive things of everything.
It's like Rodeo here.
Yeah, I mean it's like and I guess they had charged somebody like these princes, 9 princes, something like $30,000 for these insane chinchilla coats.
Okay.
And they had to, of course, tailor those coats or do whatever it was. But the princes forgot about it and just never claimed those coats.
wow.
Just gave them $30,000 and just there are a lot of people with that kind of
Good
money.
problem to have.
Yeah, where they just I forgot. $30,000. Well, Sting had $5 million or something. Like Howard Stern asked him, he goes, "How much money did you have embezzled?" He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "Was it like $5 million?" He goes, "I think it was something like that."
Sting?
Yeah, and it didn't even. He was like, "Yeah, the guy fucking embezzled," but I guess they're trying to get it back, but it wasn't
That's
a concern.
No, because they just play one concert or some shit.
Yeah, it's
Kill it.
$5 million, but it doesn't affect your life. It doesn't. It's so interesting. I mean. If you came into my house and stole, I mean, obviously my children, my dogs, but there's nothing in my house. What could they steal in your house that you would want?
Yours?
back?
Well, you're not a materialistic dude.
Yeah, you have some shit.
You
got watches and stuff.
Like if a fire happened in your house,
yeah,
You just like
I don't own anything. I don't own any
really.
expensive shoes or
It's
I
not
don't even
your
own a
style.
nice watch.
Yeah, it's just not your style
Yeah,
though.
you have some money and some jewelry.
Yeah, man, you trying to get me robbed or what, bro?
No,
Well, come at me,
No,
man.
you're right, you're
My
right.
new security system.
You're
What's
right.
up, bro?
You got dog security and
Guns.
guns, and a dude who watches over your house. So you're pretty good.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, you might not want to. And then you're there, and if you're there, you might get handsy with them. You know what I mean?
Hands to hands.
You know what I'm saying?
And we got the panic room now. Built out a panic room.
I ever tell you the time that I heard somebody break into my house,
It's so scary.
and I got my gun. I always have my gun. And I rehearsed this because I'm a crazy person, because I'm in Venice at the time, where I live on a 1-story and there's nothing stopping somebody from coming into my house. So I got my gun. I'm naked. Probably half a chub because
Damn right you
it's
are.
nighttime.
The
you understand?
excitement, you got to be chubbed up.
And now somebody's in my fucking house and I'm going to shoot them. Well, I come around the corner with my gun, and Jimmy Burke, my dear friend Jimmy Burke, is standing there, and he just wanted to get some water. I forgot that Jimmy Burke was staying with me,
Dude,
because
you have some real
in my
head trauma.
sleep. But here's the other thing that happened: there was a little minor earthquake. So the minor
shake it.
earthquake woke him up and woke me up because it went shh. And then he got up and he goes, "Wow, what the fuck was that? All right, I'll get some water." And I come around with a gun and I see him and I put the gun down really quickly.
That's how it works sometimes.
And he goes, "You have a gun, Bubba?" Because he doesn't know anything. And I go, I got really embarrassed. I was like, I do.
Why would you get embarrassed?
I don't know. I
Especially in Venice,
I came at
like-
my friend with a gun.
But you thought it was a fucking burglar.
Yeah.
But how you keep forgetting shit and you forgot your friend was staying there. Sometimes I don't know if I just talk so much. By the end of the day, my brain is just, the inner workings of my brain is just so fried.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my son something yesterday, and the words that came out were it was backwards. I
Oh my
talked
God.
backwards. I was like, oh God. And even him at 3 turned around, was like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, I need a break.
Yeah.
Papa needs a break, man.
Yeah.
Because I talk so much. And then I was doing stand up that night, and I was just, I don't know. And I'm like, is it CT or is it, I'm just doing so much and talking so much.
You just talk a lot.
Eventually, my brain's just like, let's just do
Take
this.
a minute.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Frequency was
I'm a
off.
napper. I'm a 20-minute napper. After I read that book, Why We Sleep, and that makes such a huge difference. Shut it down just
I
in the
know,
middle
you
of the
gotta.
day.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking makes a difference, man.
It's
Like
so
even if I
funny.
don't sleep, even if I'm lying down, it makes a difference. And then they've done all these studies on people who live forever.
They take
Nappers,
naps.
all nappers.
Are you guys nappers, Chin Cat?
I love a good nap.
You're a napper.
Yeah, but I'll nap for like 4 hours.
Same.
How do you
Well, that wouldn't be a nap, guys. That would be going to sleep.
how do you sleep? Do you sleep well during the night?
Sometimes. Other times I tend to toss and turn a lot.
Frank Grillo, guy who sleeps, and I've seen it with my own eyes, 5 hours a night and then goes works out for 3
Yeah,
hours.
some people are like
So
that.
I'm like, what the fuck? Did his genome. And I'd never seen anything like it. I was just like, how are you? You're out till 12, 1,
Sleeps.
and you're getting up at 6 to go work out. Like, how the fuck do you
Has
do it at
energy.
5? It's incredible. Never needs a nap. The doctor just did his genome. The doctor goes, you have that gene. You have the sleep gene.
Ah, fuck.
And it's
good for
slim to
him.
vanishing. Some people can achieve wakefulness at just 5 hours of sleep. Their eyes open.
Look up the study though, Chin. How many people in
So
the world
rare.
can function off? I think it's 4 hours or 5 hours
Yeah,
sleep.
it's so
because
rare.
P Diddy and some other guys were like, "Oh, I only sleep 4 hours." Everyone was making fun of him. But then some doctor came out and was like, "Actually, there's a super rare percentage of the world
Yep.
who can get less than 4 hours and still function
That's
at
Frank.
the highest levels."
That's Frank.
I'm not one of those guys.
No, man. I got to shut it down. And all of us are that way. But some
Did I,
dudes.
did I ever
like
tell you my
Frank-
dad tried doing the study of just taking naps throughout the day and not sleeping at night?
What's that?
Did I ever
Gene
tell-
found that lets people get up on 6 hours of sleep.
I've read about that too, though. It's like little naps throughout the day.
Yeah, my dad, he likes to get so much done and reads all these books and he has his jobs. And so he thought sleeping was a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
So his idea was, this is 20 years ago, at least 25 years ago. His idea was just take small naps throughout the 24 hours of the day
Yeah.
so he can get more work done.
Yeah, that's.
Didn't work.
No, that's.
Did
that's
not
so
work.
specifically, that is a.
He's like, oh.
So sleep experts specifically, it's 4 hours awake,
Didn't do well.
20 minutes down.
Yeah, you
4
didn't
hours
do
awake,
well.
20 minutes.
You didn't do well. You didn't do well.
No, bullshit. That's what you do in wartime
The
situations.
test failed. The test failed.
Neil Strauss did that.
Yeah, you
He
have to be
tested it
very
out.
specific.
Oh, what'd he
about
say
it.
about it?
he said it didn't work for him, but that's what
Does it work for anybody?
Does it work for him?
Unless you're
I
a
don't
Navy
know.
SEAL and fucking buds.
I want to get
You
Neil
probably shouldn't
Strauss
be doing
on.
it.
He's the guy who wrote the game, and he solved some murders and
Yeah.
stuff.
That'd be cool.
He's really
guy.
cool.
Yeah, if you give me 8, now I'm riding off of. Listen, if I don't have stand up, I'm in bed at 9, son, and I'm up at 5:36 with my son.
You drive hard, and you're a big man, and you work out, so your body has to. You got to shut it down.
Yeah, you do.
Like when we're on the road, sometimes we'll be like, "Let's go shut it down for a second."
Oh, yeah.
We'll shut it down for a good half hour, no more, and we're back.
And I got to tell Jay Schaub because he won't shut the fuck. He's a chatty, catty boy.
Yeah.
God damn.
He'll chomp on some Snickers bars.
If I see a nice car coming by, I'm like, well, here we go. Because it'll be like, some special edition Ferrari. And as soon as I see, I'm like, well, let's get ready for this. We're like, oh, that's a 365. See, the thing is about the 364 is, it started in Italy. I'm like, nah, I know, man. He's like, yeah. So, you can get 4 colors in those. You can get the black, you can get the guards red, and then you can get, and he just starts.
Right.
But I'm not entertaining this conversation.
But see what I love about him?
I'm not going, oh, really? And what other colors? He's just fucking, he's like a walking internet.
What I like about him though is that everything he says is dead on.
Oh, I know.
Like, so if I read something, I forget and I
know.
blur
I'll
shit.
make it up.
That motherfucker is got
I
it
know.
down. Like he's scientific about it, and you can bet whatever he says is word for word the truth. And like if you get in an argument about sports, I've never seen you get shut down.
Oh, I know.
That guy shuts you down.
Yeah, he
he's
will.
like, you'll have an
Not when it
opinion,
comes to
he'll-
fighting.
No, not
Every other
fighting.
sport, he'll
every other
shut me
sport
down.
though, and he'll be like, well, his eyes go, well, yeah, but I mean,
Our family likes to argue.
oh yeah, your dad the same way.
Way
Really?
worse.
So the three of you must
my
be
dad,
crazy.
oh, it's a nightmare.
Big guys,
Nightmare.
all alphas.
Nightmare, Brian. A nightmare.
Does it get
do you mean by a
insulting?
nightmare? All of us are sensitive.
Yeah.
Except for Jay. Yeah, all of us are. Jay's not that sensitive. My dad's super sensitive.
Now I inherited
I'm
that.
sensitive.
I inherited that from my father, and had to stop because I was ruining friendships.
I know.
and did because my father would do this. So start making an argument.
Well, no, Brian, because the reason why flies are important.
Okay, we should stop here for a second because I'm not gonna. I guess I wouldn't romance this argument in the real world, but I will here for you.
Jesus
You're,
Christ.
you started speaking very quickly, and you started with no, which is very interesting to me. So we should be a little more disciplined with our thought process. And if I could shed some light, like he'll do that to you,
Oh, dude.
and you're like motherfucker, yeah. And that's what would happen. And then of course I inherited that,
I know.
and I would take arguments personally, like we all do.
I know. I like to argue, but it's exhausting. Like when someone just questions everything.
Me and
What's
Rogan-
weird
me
is
and-
my dad would go hard in the paint, and me and my brother know he's wrong. Like he'll be telling us about a car that we know like better than anybody, and my dad would be giving us facts about it, and it's just wrong. Like it's just not like it's not real. It's literally his argument. There's not a.
It's just not so.
No, it's like I can bring up Google and be like, no, look, Dad, the option you're talking about on that card does not come, and we go, no, yeah, that's not it. You're looking at the wrong one. I'm like, no, oh my God, this is from the Porsche website though. This is from Porsche. And he's like, I saw it. I'm telling you, I'll find it later.
Jimmy Burke.
It drives me
Yeah.
nuts, man.
Jimmy Burke had a girlfriend who just one day said, she just looks at Jimmy and she goes, at the end of the day, the big elephant in the room is your drinking. Now, Jimmy's not a drinker. Like he drinks like me. And he goes, excuse me? And she goes, you have a drinking problem and you drink. And Jimmy goes, I do? She goes, yes.
The big elephant in the room.
We're always together and you get crazy drunk. And that's the biggest problem in our relationship. And he just goes, so you are, he goes, so you are simply wrong about that. And she goes,
And Jimmy's face
well,
makes
that's,
it funny.
and she goes, and that would be a classic alcoholic's response. And he goes, and so it's your contention that I'm an alcoholic. And she goes, I think it's everybody's contention. Jimmy looks at me and he goes, am I an alcoholic? Now you're my best friend, know me. And I looked at him and I went, yeah, you are.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I go, you're the worst alcoholic I've ever met. And she
Does
goes,
he even
I
really
told you.
drink?
No, he doesn't
No.
drink. I mean, he
Like, have
drinks
some
like me.
wine.
Got a couple beers and stuff.
Yeah, he's like us,
And
but
he
nothing
goes,
crazy.
Finally, he just goes, so you're simply wrong about that. It simply is not so.
It's crazy.
And I finally had
man.
to be like, yeah, it's not so. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
I'm with him
hilarious.
every fucking night. And she just had convinced herself. But Rogan and I used to be the worst.
Arguing?
We used to have arguments, and he was this way with other people. But he and I a couple times got in a couple of arguments where his
don't talk to
his
each other for
girlfriend.
weeks?
Well, nah, because I don't do that, but his girlfriend was like, holy fuck. No motherfucker. It'd be shouting at each other at a dinner table because we were like 20, 31. And now we were talking about how when we have a point of view, I don't get attached to it. We take that argument, we take the idea, we put it on the table, and then we kind of like apply ideas to it. Well, it's just, let's ask some questions about it.
You guys are older. Dude, remember where were we in Oklahoma? Me and Jay almost came to blows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, about the how hard it is to be a mom. It's a job.
Dude. I wanted to kill him.
I was like,
You've
hey,
never
guys.
seen me like that.
No,
You've never seen Jay like that either.
No, you were getting in his face. I was like,
but like we were kids though. It was very strange. I apologized to him.
You both are big, but you were mongoosing. The old neck got out.
I was so upset.
Your neck had a bend to it.
I was so upset.
Yeah, your neck had an extra muscle in the back.
Well, he kept saying, nah, being a dad's not that
and you
hard.
were
It's fucking easy.
you were craning over, and then your nostrils were flaring, and you were getting in his face.
But you know what? He triggered things in me that brought up when we were kids, when we get an argument or whatever, because he's a psycho. When I was like, what the fuck? And I was getting in his face and went, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm your brother. Remember, I was like in his face, and he's going like this. I was like, oh, it triggered our childhood.
Yeah.
I was like,
it gets dark. It gets dark, dude. But you guys are so bonded, it's incredible. So it doesn't really matter. No matter what, that's your fucking ride or die.
Yeah, true.
I feel that way about my friends. Like, I don't care really with my friends. I don't care what happens.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know what you could do at the end of the day to get me to not be friends. Like,
no.
You'd have to do, I don't know what it would be, dude. I mean, even then I'd be like pissed. And then I don't know, like if you, like even, I don't know. I mean, I'd be like, hey, what would you, if you were a child molester,
impregnated
my well, that's
like if you're Michael
that's
Jackson,
different. Obviously, you can't be friends with. But if you like, if my wife had a child
that looked like me,
and then you were like, and it came out and it was super muscular with big legs, and it was totally into fashion with a hairline that came just above his eyebrows, and I would be like, Brendan,
like motherfucker,
and he'd be like, look, man, and I'd be like, you're a dick.
Because one night you were on the road,
I'd be furious, and then I'd be like, oh, man, a kid's gonna be an athlete though.
Kat, have you ever lost any friends, or Chin, have you, over arguments or anything? Have you lost any friends in general? A lot of friends like high school, I mean middle school, what were we doing? But like high school, even college, you just kind of grow apart. I moved to LA, so you just grow apart. Like we're not on the same lanes anymore.
That's different.
I've
had one falling out in my life, like with somebody, but I just couldn't anymore. I just realized they were a cancer. So I hate it. It killed me. But I was like, I can't.
I know who they are.
Yeah.
I told you from the get-go.
You told me.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
Kat?
Not really. I mean, I'm pretty chill. If you have an issue with me, it's usually on you. I don't get in arguments with anybody.
Interesting.
Kind of have to be an asshole.
Yeah.
I think I equate manhood with deep friendship.
Have you ever had a friend like cheat on you with a boyfriend or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
I'm not into the same guys that my friends are usually. I like the nerdy guys. A lot of my friends like the jockey type.
You know what I did once?
What?
I was in college, and there was a guy I was friends with. And I was friends with him, and I was friends with his other friend. And he had a girlfriend. We were in the movie theater. And he said something that I lost respect for him. I was like, he was talking about how
Raisinets?
he only wants to be around rich people, and poor people are not people he wants to deal with. He said something to that effect, and I was like,
God, talk about truth.
and I went, "You're
Wait, what?
what, Brendan? Are you an elitist, dude? You're a fucking elitist."
Keep going
this
about your
story's
friend,
fake.
though.
I just wanted to set a trap for
got
you.
me.
I fucking caught him, you fucking elitist.
So he just said he doesn't
So I
want to
remember I was like, it really bothered me, like the way he said it. I was like, that's kind of who you are. I was like, oh,
Ew.
and things started to make sense. I go, I don't think I like you. And then I was sitting in the movie theater, and his girlfriend, who was super hot, was next to me.
Yeah.
I've never done this in my life. I don't think I've ever told this story.
Would you finger in the movie theater?
Nope. I fucking had my leg against hers.
Yeah, you started push like just to,
And she started
just to
pushing
get the
on mine.
feedback.
Yep. And
Oh,
then I
yeah.
went, I just reached
like
over.
Morse code of
and I had
bodies.
my pinky and I started touching her thigh. This is my friend who was sitting right next to her.
Yeah, fuck that guy though.
And then she reached out and grabbed my hand and squeezed it.
What?
And then as we got
How
out
hard
of the,
was your boner at that age?
so hard, so hard. I've never done this, but I was like, I don't
ice
like you, so
cube.
I'm gonna fuck your girl. It was that kind of weird. I've never ever done that.
Yeah,
or thought
but
about
still
that.
gonna fuck your girl.
Yeah, like
Even if
for
you
me,
even-
I got to be willing to fight the guy if that's gonna happen, right? You know, it's like cowardly.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna do a bad thing. And then as we were leaving the movie theater, she
You
reached back
guys
and
were
grabbed my hand.
naughty.
And then we got down.
No, but what happened? So then he was like, "All right, Brian, see you later. Thanks for seeing fucking."
We got no.
What movie was it?
We got down,
Super
and
old
I
school.
never really.
Thanks for seeing Gone with the Wind with
Yeah.
us. See you later. And then did they go back and he probably fucked her? And then
Yes.
weeks later,
No, not weeks later. Next day,
how'd it go? Because there's no texts or DMs.
fucked her
How?
in my apartment in college.
Did you send like
had an apartment?
a bird note? How'd you do it though? How'd she know?
I called her.
Okay, this is Brian.
Yeah.
Remember in the movies when you were rubbing my finger?
Yeah, yeah,
You want to come over?
yeah. It was gonna happen.
Oh, and then she came right over?
She goes, I can't believe you were doing that. I go, I know, me neither.
I'm
She goes,
bad,
That's
girl.
so crazy. I was like, well, there it is.
And
She
it
goes,
was
aren't you
so
friends with
on-
him? And I go, not really anymore. I've decided. And it was like having sex with her was I killed the friendship. And
You also killed
and
that
how about
pussy.
this? Huh? I sure did. I sure
Killed
did.
the friendship, killed the pussy.
And it was worth it.
God.
And it was worth
Did you
it.
use a condom?
Of course not.
Did you bust inside her?
I don't know. Don't remember.
How old
But you
were
know
you?
what? For the story, sure. 19,
Dude.
20.
Nothing better.
And then when I was
What'd she look
27,
like? What'd she look like?
what's that?
Little mousy type or? This is American college?
Yeah, she was
probably
not
the nerdy
mousy.
type.
She was
Big
hot
brain?
as no, no,
Big
she was
bra-
hot.
big head?
No,
Big
no,
brain?
I'm sorry, hot as fuck.
Big brain though.
Not really.
She's an American, smart.
Yeah, smart, but hot.
Yeah.
Hot. In fact, considered one of the hotter girls. And then,
Here's the thing, slut.
yeah, truly.
Don't just go by that because she was dating your friend,
Yeah.
fucked both of you.
Sure. And there are guys that do that too. So sometimes girls are naughty too. You know what I mean? I'm about equal gender
Yeah,
rights.
this story turns me on for some weird reason.
should turn
Did
you
you guys
on.
do it in the dorm room?
I got another one for
Did you do
you.
it in the dorm room?
What's that?
Do it in the dorm room?
No, I wasn't in a dorm room at the time. Did it in my apartment. I got another
Damn, you
story
had an
for
apartment? You're balling.
I was.
I had to stay in the
well,
dorms.
I had 3 roommates.
Those dorms
I had
sucked.
I had 2 roommates.
I know, but still, you
Yeah.
got to be a baller to live off
Yeah.
campus.
We didn't change.
Kid.
I didn't clean my dishes. We didn't touch the dishes. Nobody would do the dishes. When I finally cleared the dishes out, I had sprouts growing out of my drain.
Wow.
Sprouts.
That's how it goes in college.
When, yeah. I mean,
what are you gonna
you
do?
had rats, and
Yeah.
who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Then, New York, friend of mine, gave him money for his rent. Gave him money for his electric bill.
How long ago is this?
1996. It's a fucking long time ago. He's a
Long
buddy.
time ago.
I knew his girl, friends, all that, and he just somehow stopped calling me after I did that for him. Like somebody said he's jealous or something, and I was like, I'm trying to help him.
Sure.
I'm trying to help him, and I realized this guy's a dick, and it made me so mad.
So you can fuck his girl.
Hold on.
Damn, don't.
Hold on.
Do not screw
on.
Brian over.
Hold on.
I'll fuck your girl.
I'm hanging out of my apartment on 73rd and between Columbus and Central Park West. I'm just hanging out, looking out my window, Brendan.
Sure.
I'm looking out my window, probably.
Don't believe it, but you carry
I'm
on.
literally looking out my window.
Just hanging out.
I swear on my life.
And what happens?
His girl walks by, and I see this beautiful girl smiling across the street.
Waving?
And I go, and she looks at me, and I go,
Well, you gotta fuck her.
Jennifer?
Yeah, gotta
Say her
fuck.
name.
Gotta
She goes,
fuck
yeah.
Jennifer.
She comes over, and I make her
Sure.
bagels. I remember making her a bagel, and I buttered it up.
Oh, that's not
And
the
then I
only thing you
fucked her.
buttered. Well, dude, how did it go down? We like,
It just happened.
We like, here's your bagel.
Yeah,
You ever see Jeff anymore? Here's my dick.
that's what happened.
Really?
And I fucked her. And by the way, didn't use a condom then because didn't have one.
But why would you?
Of course not. And by the way, I have this to say about her.
She was attractive?
She was a freak.
Oh yeah, how so?
Yeah. Well.
She licked your buddy hole.
Well, she said this after we had sex. She said I had a boyfriend who was Armenian, And the problem was his dick was so big we couldn't have anal.
Ching. Check, please.
And I went,
Marry her
well,
right now.
I got bad news is my cock isn't too big
Well,
for
I
your
got
ass,
good news and
which
bad
hurts
news.
me.
I got good
The
news
good
and
news
bad
is my
news.
cock isn't too big for your
Can
ass.
fit in there.
So
and then
it
you
can't
went.
fit you.
You went to Poop Town.
So we went to Poop Town.
You went to Brown Town.
Right there, dude.
Wow.
For round
dude.
2.
Look at you
So
living
if
the
you're
life.
not gonna fucking call me, and I'm gonna
then
have
you
to
busted in her
I gotta
ass?
kill the friendship.
God.
This is terrible stories about me, but I'm just
You're
being
a terrible
honest.
person.
It's the only time
you
I
know
did
what?
it.
You're fucking, bro.
Why do you have such a heart on right now?
At the end of the day, you're fucking, dude.
Man, I can see the top of your dick busting out of your fucking
raging
belt.
boner, dude.
Isn't that weird? Now I know you got a couple stories for me that make you look bad too.
No, not like that, man.
No.
I wish I did. I haven't fucked any friends, girls.
Well, they were ex-friends. I hadn't talked to them in a while, so it'd be
I'll tell you
fair.
what. Right now, you better mind your P's and Q's because you friends with old Bri over here.
I'm gonna-
and you
yeah.
fumble, fucking
I'm
your girl.
coming after your girl.
He's gonna fuck your girl.
I'm come after your girl.
God.
Those are the only two times that I did something that I was. By the way, they had been broken up already, but
Yeah, but they're
still,
not- yeah.
if you're my friend and you have a girl, even if you've broken up, I'm not going. I'm not gonna. I gotta talk to you. That's my
Yeah,
rule.
I mean, if
right?
they had a text me and was like, "Hey, Brian's on the road, come over," I'd be like, "All right."
What? No, it's not.
Especially after those stories.
Bad example. You just get in a fight with me for no reason.
God, that is naughty in the movie theater.
Naughty,
Right next
dude.
to
That
it.
was
Man,
hot.
That was hot.
That was
You
hot.
don't get that anymore at our age, do you, man?
No.
Getting older, dude.
Well, there are people that do that. So our governor, Gavin Newsom, he banged his best friend's girl. You know that?
No.
Go ahead and look that up.
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, his chief of staff or something. He was mayor, and he had
Dude,
sex
how
with
about
his
that
best friend's
KTLA
wife.
guy? I know we talked about it on the fucking current events, but they had those rocks in his ass. And the dude was fisting his ass.
Yeah, sometimes.
I was just thinking being naughty. That would do it.
Yeah, so here you go. Go back to
Yeah.
that. Former aide to Gavin speaks out about their affair while he was sentenced. Well, she's gorgeous, so
Well,
you know what? It's all good. I don't.
Dude, you know what the thing is about humans?
Yeah, we
So
fuck.
you like to fuck, dude. You like to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that guy. He's in a tuxedo.
Oh, he's a stud.
He has silver.
stud. He's 6
a
foot
silver
4.
fox.
Yeah.
He has power. He likes to bust nuts.
He's a stud. He's now our governor.
Do you know anyone that doesn't like to bust nuts? I mean, some days my energy's low, but I still would do it.
He acknowledged the affair and apologized for it. Look, man, you said sorry. No,
Yeah, it's not me
comparable.
too.
It was his best friend's girl.
Yeah, I'm about saying.
Have you ever heard of when there's like, well, I have friends who've done this. I won't mention names. Have you ever had where they go like on a double date, and then the date that they're on, the other couples hit it off, and then they're like getting married or staying together? It's crazy.
Right.
It's the way it
Look,
works.
sometimes you're in this situation. She was a 33-year-old adult married woman and mother. She said,
Her?
I was a free-thinking person. Good for her.
God
I have a
damn,
lot of respect
she
for
is
her.
free-thinking.
Rippy Gibney. I have respect for that woman. Well done. When you just come clean, we're all flawed. It's
Well-
when you try to hide it.
Well, when you come clean though, the people there's nothing they can't dogpile on you because when you go, yeah, I did it, I fucked up. People
Yeah.
are just like, all right, well,
Right.
fuck it, we're out.
Well, there's that-
all right, he said that. All right, we're out.
There's that vegan, that woman she was a raw vegan, huge YouTuber, big influencer in the vegan movement.
No.
There's a picture of her eating fish.
That fucking cunt.
So what happened was she was at raw vegan and she was having major problems, missing her menstrual cycle and all, no energy.
Farting
Her doctors go, you need some animal protein. Eat some eggs and eat some fish
So she
because
did
this
that.
isn't working for you. So she did, felt way better, put her health first. But the kind of shit she got, because she was still kind of purporting to be, a vegan, but the kind of shit she got from people was crazy.
People were so
Vegans
upset.
are so vicious.
Well,
They're
she
so
represents, you know what she represents.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's a religion.
especially when you go against that community.
It's a religion.
What was that?
eating
Vegan
salmon.
YouTube star 30 reveals he ejaculated for the first time in months after eating salmon. Dude, what kind of salmon were you
I
eating?
believe it. I can't eat
I don't.
I've
You
never
guys
seen
full
a
of
really healthy
shit.
looking vegan. I really haven't. They always
Never.
right.
Never.
I just don't.
I would do it. I could easily do
Eat
it.
some fish. Eat a couple eggs. I know the fish is a sentient being. Fuck off.
Kind of salmon you eating where you're busting your fucking
crazy.
jeans, bro.
There he is. Looks way better. Yeah.
Seen that football player who went basically keto? He was jacked. It's huge, like 300 something pounds. I think it might have been Joe Thomas. Type in Joe Thomas.
Really? Do you see our boy? What's his name? Why do I always forget his name?
Joe Thomas.
Oh, there it is. How did Joe Thomas drop all that weight playing? Look at the before and after, dude.
Oh, Joey Harrison, James Harrison, benching 500 pounds.
No. Look at this though.
Stud.
Look at this.
Wow.
I think he was the first pick in the draft from Michigan. He used to be fucking 3,000 pounds, and then now he's a slimming.
Is he still playing ball?
Well, no, you can't play ball at that weight.
No,
But-
I mean that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, no.
You can't, right? He's too skinny for that.
Yeah, way too. But he was he would fast, so he wouldn't eat breakfast. Then he did no carbs and quit eating at 6.
Look at this. Tip for guys to gain weight for football. When I was in high school, I would take an entire loaf of bread, make it all into PBJ sandwiches. Then I'd eat half a sandwich every hour and wash it down with a glass of whole milk. Guaranteed weight gain.
Correct.
Wow.
4,200 calories to maintain my weight on inactive days.
Wow.
He was huge, man. Back when I used to practice, long time ago, I used to drink 2 big glasses of whole milk, which is disgusting, and a sleeve of Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies. Preach. Before bed, just get enough calories in the day to maintain the weight.
Wow.
Facts. I think the first 25 fell off in a month. Then I had to kick my butt to keep going. Yeah, no, that goes. Swimming is the best form of cardio, and keto with intermittent fasting is gold. I can eat 1,500, 2,000 calories a day and feel full.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
That's amazing.
But look at the change, man. I mean, he looks amazing.
Yeah, he does.
He was
really does.
thick.
That kind of weight gain. Wow. So that's
I would say it's way worse to have to put on weight, like, because I remember being in college and high school, like having to force feed myself.
Right.
It's way worse to do that than do calorie restrictions, I think. When you have to eat and you don't feel like eating, and then you gotta like work out.
Did you have to do that?
Yeah, it's awful, man.
Fuck, that's
Yeah,
good. Isn't there a way to do
drink
it?
shakes and shit.
So there's a guy these powerlifter guys at a gym where they build monsters, and they were like some of the strongest men in the world.
Yeah.
You know what the number one food they make them do is?
Steroids.
Yes, for sure, steroids.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what were you saying though? Yeah.
No, but also to gain weight, like what
okay.
makes you a monster? They drink a shitload of milk. Like
Oh,
whole
yeah.
milk.
So many calories, and you know what's in milk? Sugar.
Sugar
and
fat.
A shitload of sugar and fat. Calories.
But I feel like you just do a lot of protein shakes with a lot of milk and stuff.
Ugh, the worst.
Well, my nephew who was eating, he was at 265 pounds. He's now at 215. But when he's playing football, that was the same shit. Just
You'd be
constantly
big,
eating.
man.
I was like, fuck. Oh.
They
No way.
I remember see you at Dow Ward. They always make you these, and they would tell you which guys had to drink the shakes, and they had a whole shake area just for this by metrics, and it was this fucking I swear, man, the shake was like the size of a large Big Gulp, and it was thick, and you'd have to put everything in there and down that.
What the?
Oh, dude,
I don't know, man.
you have to drink 3-4 of them a day.
Really?
It's not good, man.
No, it's not good.
It's
Just
not good or healthy
gas.
for anyone.
Gas.
But also, it's just like
When-
horrible.
But
It's not good.
I guess you get stronger and you just.
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
And,
Do you think?
and I remember
talking.
talking to the nutritionist, and I was like, God, there's a lot of sugar in these shakes, and like you're giving us all these bars. There's a ton of sugar. And she goes, don't worry about that, honey. You guys work out so much, you're gonna burn it off. I'm like, I'm looking around, man. Some of these guys are fat. Like, I don't feel great either. I'm telling you, man, it's not good.
I don't feel great. Well, I've tried very intermittently to be like, I'm going to gain weight, and then people are like, just eat this, and I talk to bodybuilders, and I can't do it. I just
It's your
can't.
body type.
My body type is just like, hey. Like I'm good, man. I can go a long time without food. I like, what I enjoy? Intermittent fasting.
Yeah, me too. I like it too.
Everybody I've talked to who's like and read about like the real nutritionists and doctors who are on the cutting edge, all of them say that intermittent fasting.
Some
might
people
be the best
disagree
thing.
with it, but I got to be honest. The most successful people I know intermittent fast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, there's something there.
Like just
and I don't
14
like
hours.
waking up eating either. I like waking up, working out, cup of coffee, then eating in the afternoon. That's what I like to do.
Yep, that's how I feel.
But yeah, how about yesterday? I got, I haven't been feeling great, and so yesterday I had to do shot the Food Truck Diary with Kamaru Usman. Shout out to Kamaru Usman. And we did a donut food truck. But I haven't eaten all day.
Oh, boy.
And then I eat that fucking candy, like donut. Dude, I did not feel good.
That'll spike your
Then
insulin.
I get home and I was like, I'm finally eating a good meal. My son's like, nope, not on my watch. Let's go play basketball. So I'm playing basketball in the sun. And then I was like shooting a shot. And then I could feel I was getting dizzy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my, I need to do something, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, bring up Kamaru Usman's legs. Because he's such a big guy. And I was...
He's actually, you know what? He's not thick like Woodley. He's thin and shredded.
I feel like the times I've
If you
seen
just
him,
click on his
face
UFC
is very
profile right
wide.
there. See the one in all? No, the one where it's just him.
He's a stud.
The white one, Chin. The white one.
White one?
The only white
this
one
one.
on the page. Yep.
I mean, he's still got muscular legs. Just...
Thin legs.
Yeah.
But he's a thinner dude.
Is he really?
Yeah. He's not like bulky like Woodley.
Really?
He's insane shape.
Yeah. He's just amazing.
Such a stud. Well spoken. He's got a superstar written all over him, man.
Man, oh man. I just I was looking at Darren Till as the new blood, and it's like he's got
I
to
know.
deal with these guys.
Yeah. Till still
young,
has it.
though.
He's 20. Till needs to go to middleweight. Till's
Does?
gonna be fine. Yeah. Till's gonna be fine.
And what? And wrestle? Just more experience.
No, I mean he has a ton of experience. He just needs to, he's 25. Shit happens.
Yes. Shit
Everyone expects everyone
You're
to be
right.
fucking John Jones.
You're right.
gonna
He's
be
also
fine.
fighting a veteran in Masvidal who's phenomenal.
He
and
got
amazing.
caught. It's bad, man. He's won the fight before then. He'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Usman's a motherfucker, though. Dude, how about Deontay Wilder signed with Showtime?
What does that mean, though?
Well, what that means is, I thought it was interesting because, he's the face of Showtime. Showtime, their partners built Deontay Wilder, vice versa. He built Showtime. And
Sure.
Although you could say Floyd Mayweather's kind of the one was the biggest, right? But they brought Deontay Wilder and they've put all this marking behind him and he's been undefeated under them and stuff like that. So when I knew, he was a free agent, that was his last fight on Showtime. With DAZN and ESPN, it's a little dicey out there, man. So, Showtime,
Dicey in what sense? Like
it's a shark's market out there. So DAZN's throwing fucking
Crazy
cash,
money,
bro.
yeah.
They're throwing cash,
Yep.
and guys are going, all right, fuck it. I'll go there. Probably won't get the fights I want, but I'm making so much money. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Forget the legacy. And then with ESPN, it's like, all right, I'll go here, making money. I don't know if I'll get the most exposure, but I'm making money. The problem is, and people are like, oh, you're such a homer. Just hear me out here. The problem is if you sign with the DAZN or ESPN, you are controlled by promoters. So what's best for the promoter doesn't mean it's best for Bryan Callen.
Right.
What's best for the promoter, Eddie Hearn, isn't best for Anthony Joshua. What's best for Bob Arum for ESPN isn't best for Tyson Fury.
Right.
It's what's best for the bank account. So those promoters are going to have different agendas. So if you want to fight the best, you're going to have to fight Deontay Wilder, Fury, and Joshua are going to have to fight each other.
Yes.
Sometimes that doesn't line up with the promoter's ideals.
Correct.
So what Wilder did...
So they ruined boxing.
So listen, they ruined... They're fucking morons.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. But what Wilder did, which is so gangster to me, went, okay, well, what I want to do, and this is so smart, he has a great people around him that are very smart. So when people go, dude, you turned down $100 million deal against DAZN, what the fuck were you thinking? Do you not think he has a crew around him that are much smarter than all of us who weighed the pros and cons
they've looked at every angle.
And here's what else Deontay goes,
And
no,
he's
no.
smart.
Deontay goes, I'm not signing with a promoter. I don't want a promoter. All the greats, how all the greats made so much more money. They bet on themselves. They don't sign with a promoter. Floyd Mayweather, Tyson, Sugar Ray, all these, the classic ones never signed with promoters. They did it themselves. They became so big, you had to co-promote with them.
Yeah.
So Deontay Wilder went, nope, I don't want a promoter. I'm going to sign with Showtime. When I say sign with Showtime, he's only doing this one fight with Brazil, against Brazil, May 17th. I'm sorry, May 18th. My special comes on 17th. Don't worry about that. So he's doing this one fight, May 18th against Brazil, right? And then after that, Showtime's going to try and fight Fury or Joshua. But it's all dictated on Wilder. There's no promoter going, all right, well, let's fight Brazil, and then let's fight this guy over here, and then hopefully we can play a game over here. The deal is he fights Brazil, gets past him, probably starch him in the 6th round, whatever, and then he can go and make the most money possible.
So he can go anywhere he wants.
Each time.
He can go.
Yeah, there's no...
So nobody owns him.
No.
So we will see.
He can go,
oh my God. So we will see Wilder, Joshua. We will see Wilder Fury.
Since Wilder have a promoter, ESPN and DAZN can play ball with Showtime because
Wow.
they're not promoters.
Wow.
So when people go, oh, he's running from Joshua. No, he's not running from Joshua. Out of Fury, Joshua, and Wilder, only one guy has stayed true. Only one guy has made it possible where you can fight him. That's Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
He never went with any other promotion.
No.
He never had any other promoter. He stayed right where he was at. I was like, yeah, let's do it, Fury. And Fury was like, well, I'm going to go to ESPN. Well, that makes it difficult. By going with them, the road's going to be way longer to fighting these greats.
Mm-hmm.
With Joshua, by staying with DAZN, the road's going to be way tougher to get anyone else.
Damn.
So what Wilder's doing, and what he's doing is risky, because if he loses Brazil, it's all this is gone. So you got to appreciate the hustle from Wilder
Absolutely. He's
to
got
go,
such
you know what?
self-belief.
I'm not going to sign with anyone. I'm just going to bank on myself. All the greats did it, and all the greats made hundreds of $millions doing it.
for him.
And he's banking on that.
Good for him. Will we see Crawford, Errol Spence?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
So
But I don't know about this year.
But I'm saying that is a possibility.
Oh, for sure.
They're not dealing with the same bullshit.
Oh, God. Again, yeah, they are dealing with the same bullshit. There's always the bullshit.
Man, I would love to see that fight. That's the
You'll
fight,
see it, though.
right? Well,
You'll
you
see
think
it,
so?
though. Yeah, you'll see it.
I feel like that's
Not
the fight.
next. Not next.
Is there any other fight you'd be more interested in
Crawford's
seeing?
fighting Amir Khan next. But also, the thing about Crawford, after what Errol Spence did to Mikey Garcia, I do think he's the best on the planet. Crawford's right there with him, but Crawford's undersized compared
He's
to Spence.
undersized.
Spence is
I know.
big, man.
Spence is very big. Spence is going to go
Spence
up.
is now the he's the favorite. I'm
He
sure.
hits super
He's
hard.
so good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so good. And he looks...
Boxing's so frustrating, dude. I gotta be honest. I was nervous. Like if Wilder would have went over to the zone or something, it's not good. That's the dark side, man. I know. And listen, I like what DAZN does with Bellator, with Rise and One Championship, whatever they do with it. It's not good, man.
Mm-hmm.
It just wouldn't be good. It's kind of like Deontay Wilder versus everybody. It's pretty dope. It's not even a Showtime Deontay Wilder thing. It's Deontay Wilder, and you just as a entrepreneur, as a fan of his, you got to appreciate what he's risking right now.
You put all your money on who? If I got a gun to your head, you have to bet all your money. Wilder, Joshua.
I think Wilder beats Joshua, but I think Fury beats both of them.
Really?
I think Fury's the best heavyweight in the world.
So Joshua, why do you think Wilder beats Joshua? Because
Joshua takes hits, his styles make fights, right?
Right.
Just because Fury beat Wilder
Right.
doesn't mean Fury can beat Joshua the
Right.
same way. Because it's all about style. So I think Joshua lines up way better with Wilder than Wilder lines up with Fury. And I think Fury's a nightmare for both of them.
you do, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
because
'cause
Wilder
it's
moves
skill.
better than Joshua, and Fury outmoved Wilder. So he's gonna have a field day, I think, with Josh. He wouldn't get hit against Joshua.
Really?
I think very highly of Fury
Isn't Joshua a more sound and fundamental boxer
than Wilder.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Doesn't hit like Wilder though.
doesn't hit like Wilder. That's the X factor. Wilder hits like Teddy Atlas said.
And
he's the hardest
Joshua would
hitting
get
guy.
hit.
He said that the old timers would say a guy like that hits you so hard if he hits you in the head, your ankles fracture.
That's him.
I mean, fuck. Crazy. Just a super athlete. What about that one Russian guy? He's smaller though. But you know that Russian guy?
You talking about Lomachenko?
No. He's a heavyweight. Ursik do you know who I'm talking about? Fucking badass Russian guy, stud, handsome dude.
Heavyweight?
Yeah, he's a fucking killer.
Not Povetkin.
No. Oh,
That's all I
damn.
got here.
He can't be relevant.
Wow. He is though. They were talking about him.
Who was they? He's on the top 5.
He might be a cruiserweight. Might be too small. Never mind.
Well, he brought to a screeching halt. Okay.
Yeah.
What can you do, man?
What can you do?
Should we do some current events?
Let's do it, buddy.
Sure.
Current events. Let's do some current events.
So just an update on the egg boy. He says that the GoFundMe money that he ended up receiving that actually exceeded what he needs for his legal fees, he's gonna donate to the victims of the church
Good
shooting.
kid.
damn, good for him.
It's a good kid. God bless.
Which is really cool. Just a little update
Really
on
cool.
that. So, this 22-year-old girl from the UK makes about 12,000 euros a month, and her mom helps her by taking photos of her nude so she could post it on to secret Instagram
Damn,
accounts.
butt naked.
It's like underwear shots or like topless, depending on what you're willing to pay for.
And she posts them on Instagram.
She has a private Instagram account, and in order for you to follow her, you have to pay $12 a month. She has about 1,000 followers on there, and so she makes about 12,000 euros.
Damn, that's a pretty good gig.
It's a
I
good
didn't know
gig.
there was a paywall on Instagram.
No, you
start
would have
leaking
to
dick
like.
pics.
I think you would like Venmo or like pay her PayPal.
Oh, and then she approves you.
Yeah, and then she approves.
Wow, look at her.
And she also takes requests. So if you want something that shows more, you pay a little more, and then she sends you private
Damn,
photos.
she's making 6 figures a year doing this.
There you go. There's a porn star whose mom runs her business. And in fact, I met
dark.
both of them because they wanted to do a reality show. I was sitting there with the mom,
Darkness.
and then the dad was also involved. And I was like,
Darkness.
and the guy who was there goes, "What is your relationship?" And I go, "That's her mom." And she goes, "Very good. How'd you know?" I go, "I just had a feeling." And I was like, "I gotta get out of here."
Yeah, I don't. God, you could make some good money
It's
doing
a
this.
really good setup.
And let's,
it's a good
you know,
business model.
she's all right. I bet there's some smoke shows making real money out there doing this.
People are doing that with Snapchat right now.
Where you pay for hot pics?
Yeah, you would have the same kind of concept of where you Venmo or like PayPal them money, and then they'll accept you for their private Snapchat account. And so it's like videos of them doing.
And then you get
stuff
a
or, like,
monthly
photos.
income. Mm-hmm, you could
exactly.
do that, Kat.
Porn stars.
You could do that. You know how many white boys are into like a
She could easily
Asian
do it.
fetish?
No
you could
problem.
definitely do it.
If anyone's interested, please let me know.
What, man?
I need to pay bills.
I'll be your
I'll
manager.
manage. I'll manage. Well, I'll manage.
You could do it, man. Chin takes the pictures. You know he's
I
harmless.
actually asked Chin because I've been getting DMs from people who want photos of my feet.
Yeah,
And I said,
that's what I'm talking
Chin,
about.
if you give me photos of your feet or you set it
Yeah.
up, we can find different photos from Google or what have you.
Oh,
and
no,
then
see,
go
it's
set
fake.
it
Just
up.
take your,
Has to
take
be
your,
real.
do it
you
legit.
have nice feet, Kat?
Yeah, but I feel like that's, you know what?
Are you wearing socks?
A foot's a
Personal?
foot.
I'll
wearing
tell you
socks?
what. I'll tell you what.
Are
I
you
would
wearing
sell.
socks?
I would sell my feet. If you want to take pictures of my feet, I'll fucking. How much you want to give me? I 100% would show you my feet. Why not?
I mean, I'm not a foot guy, but I appreciate a good
Yeah,
foot.
I have no problem. I mean, so in other words, now if they had you doing hustler like poses, I'd be like, Kat, we can't do this. Just don't do it, please.
but
don't.
just Kat, like you have
your
a
feet.
cute face or body, whatever,
Yeah.
or feet,
Yeah.
and you're making
foot's a
120
foot,
grand a
too.
year.
I mean, look, I'm not going to get in the way of money.
True.
You would do
Okay.
it, Kat, or no?
I mean, if there are enough people willing to pay me money, I got to pay
There you
bills.
go.
I mean, people are listen.
That's how it starts.
There are women. There are women that wear their underwear all day.
That's how it starts.
Women that wear their underwear all day and they sell them to guys. You know that, right?
Yeah, used underwear.
That's a
That's
whole-
really popular.
so strange.
That's a whole business.
Dude, who's trying to buy my undies?
It's a whole business.
I get pee-pee stains in the front if you want.
There's a service where you call up and you go, "This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to wear."
do? What the fuck?
You take those underwear, you put them in an envelope, and you send them to the guy so he can.
Kat, you
sniff
can
them.
make a few grand a month for sure.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of that. There's
Chin,
underwear.
have you ever thought of doing that either? I'm just spitballing ideas here.
Me, yeah.
Sell your. You want to sell your underwear? Hey Chin, I want to see your
I'll be
skid
baking
marks.
it like crazy.
Chin, whatever you do, don't wipe properly.
No, dude. I'm
Chin.
I'm talking about no.
Take
hear
a
me out.
poo, don't wipe it, and run 3 miles.
Here it is. Here it is. It's the secret chin cam. You got to pay $12 per person to get in, and he's gonna jack off.
The chin cam
He's jacking off.
and pooing.
Nope.
For you guys who like it, big old Asian taking a dump into a bowl. This guy is
This guy
your man.
shits.
Yeah,
For $12.
We got angles from every day. We got cameras on every.
But you could even like. There's girls who make money just people pay to watch them eat.
Yeah.
That's good. I do that anyways. I
I feel like we got a diamond in the rough over here with Kat. I
Yeah,
feel like
Kat for sure.
I don't need the money,
see an
Kat.
opportunity,
but I
huh,
could-
bro?
Yeah, I see money all day over there.
Damn, Brendan's good with money.
Well,
I mean,
Eat
there's
that,
a demand,
Eat
let
that
me know.
pasta.
There's a
Eat that.
demand.
Eat that pho.
now Kat, it's getting a little weird. You gotta
Yeah.
get a full rack of ribs. Kat just gets insanely fat from my business idea. I'm like, this week's it's marshmallows, and it's a ton of them. It's a ton.
It's
of them.
marshmallow pie.
It's Marshmallow
Pie,
Tuesday.
pie.
I've got diabetes
But
6
you're
months
banking.
in.
But you're making bank.
She got a bad case of diabetes.
But
We
you're
gonna
sick.
Push it though.
It's so crazy. You start a GoFundMe to get Chin to 300 pounds. I guarantee it.
People would do it. But people have that fetishes with women though. That weird stuff.
Especially
your feet,
Asian
your underwear,
women.
all that
And
shit.
feet. I'm not a foot guy, but I appreciate a good foot.
Yeah.
Like I'd notice if your feet are fucked up, I'm like, oh, whatever. But it's not a deal breaker. If you have some hooves, it's not a deal breaker. But if it's a cute foot, it's a cute foot. My foot is not cute.
No.
My big toe is so big where people are like, dude, what the fuck? It's the balancer, you know? That's the fucking.
There's
like
somebody who
a
is
big
into
foot.
something. It's like the guy who wanted to be slaughtered and eaten. Took out an ad, said, I want to be slaughtered and eaten. And a guy.
Well, that's suicide. That's not into
The guy
things.
said, I will slaughter you, and I will eat you. And he did.
Did you hear about
they
this?
Met up.
That's real.
They met up and he slaughtered him.
Killed him.
Chin, don't act like this is news to you. Because you do this all the time. But anyway,
Yeah, don't act like. Why was Chin? You guys can't see Chin like this while Bryan was saying it.
Yeah.
Hey, be less obvious.
Chin always has.
Chin's like, no.
Yeah, first
Humans
of
do
all, he's got a
this?
huge boner right now.
Yeah.
Chin's got human flesh breath all the time.
Chin's all, yeah, that was Ryan. I mean, what? People do this?
Exactly. The guy fried up his genitals and everything else. In
He ate
fact,
his
they
dick.
ate his dick together.
Oh man.
They ate the guy's dick together.
Victim of cannibal agreed to be eaten.
Yeah. And it was a weird legal case because it was like, well,
Because he agreed to it.
Yeah. And I think he
42.
paid him.
Computer expert.
42-year-old computer expert. Let's go easy with the expert stuff. Whose light burned late into the night inside the creaking mansion. Oh, this was Germany. He said something he wanted to do for a long time. Dude, can you imagine sitting around with your friends and be like, dude, I would, you know what I'd love to hire someone to murder me and then eat my dick. I'd be like, probably can't be friends anymore, huh?
I mean,
Scroll up. I always had the fantasy. And in the end, I fulfilled it.
yesterday, German prosecutors described how Mewes had fantasized about killing and devouring someone, including his classmates from the age of 8. Cool.
Since 8.
The desire grew stronger after the death of his mother in 1999, of course. Mewes advertised on the internet for a young, well-built man who wanted to be eaten. On the evening of March 9th, the two men went up to the bedroom of Mewes' rambling timbered farmhouse. Mr. Brandis swallowed 20 sleeping tablets and a half bottle of schnapps before Mewes cut off Brandis' penis with his agreement and fried it for both of them to eat.
Dude, hold up. It said the two men went up to the bedroom, rambling timbered farmhouse. Mr. Brandon swallowed 20 sleeping tablets, half a bottle of schnapps before cut off his penis.
Now, by this stage, bleeding heavily, he then took a bath while Mewes read a Star Trek novel. In the early hours of the morning, he finished off his victim by stabbing him in the neck with a large kitchen knife, kissing him first.
Hey, the
Kissing him
nerdiest
first.
shit of all time. Reading a Star Trek novel while the guy's dying.
You could take your dickless body and get in there into the bath.
And I bet the guy was like this. He's like, can you just pipe down for me? I'm at a Spock part.
Then stabbed him in the neck, kissed him first. But
why stab him in the neck?
Well, you're asking why? Well, let's start with
the guy want that?
Now, why did you stab him and eat him? Over the next few
cannibal
weeks-
then chopped up Mr. Brand's into pieces, put several bits of him in his freezer next to a takeaway pizza, and buried the skull in his garden. For the next few weeks, he defrosted and cooked parts of him in olive and garlic.
Well, that's delicious.
Eventually consuming 20
kilograms
of human
That's
flesh.
40-something pounds. 50 pounds.
With every bite, my memory grew stronger from him. Did he not get sick?
Behind bars, told detectives that he had
Bottle of
consumed
South
his
African-
victim with a bottle of South African red wine. Good wine there. He got out his best cutlery and decorated his dinner table with candles. He tasted of pork.
Oh, that's crazy.
The unprecedented case has proved problematic for German lawyers who discovered that cannibalism is not illegal in Germany.
What?
Instead, they have charged Mewes with murder for the purposes of sexual pleasure and with disturbing the peace of the dead. The accused, however, has a unique defense that his victim actually agreed to be killed and eaten. Crucial to the case is a gruesome videotape made by Mewes of the entire evening, during which Brandis apparently makes clear his consent. Before setting off on his one-way journey to Rottenburg, Brandis was outwardly at last a successful, financially secure professional with a live-in girlfriend. Cool. The girlfriend, Bettina L., told German TV that she had enjoyed a healthy sex life with Brandis, but they had split up after he revealed that he also liked men. In fact, prosecutors said yesterday Brandis was suffering from a severe psychiatric disorder and a strong desire for self-destruction. I would imagine. After killing Brandis, the German cannibal met 5 other men who responded to his internet advert.
5 other dudes
including
wanted
one
to do
from
this?
London.
What the fuck?
He did not, however, kill them. In July 2001, a student stumbled on Mewes' chat room and alerted the German authorities, who arrested him last December. He felt lonely and neglected his child after his father walked out on the family.
Dude, is he like a sexy Dr. Kevorkian? Because these
don't
people
know.
want to die, and he's going to do it.
Wow.
God, eat your dick.
He had fantasized about having a blonde younger brother who he could keep forever by consuming him.
Well, he seems pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Faces life in prison. Kind of got to lock that guy up, don't you?
Well, I mean, this is a very fucking weird. There are plenty of serial killers that do this. They kill and eat their victims. I mean, this is what it is. The last stage of serial killing is when you drink someone's blood and eat them. You want to consume them. It's about power. So, we got some sick motherfuckers out there, ladies and gentlemen.
What else?
All right, to lighten it up.
To lighten it
Don't
up,
answer ads.
here is a video of a dude watching a golf tournament.
Oh, my God. Oh! Why is his dick hanging
That
out
is
like that?
great.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he gets hit in the dick with a ball.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude,
Hey, bro.
can you pause it there?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
He's
Dude,
just
he is a
chilling.
fat hog.
Well, I don't know. He's got.
Dude, look at that three-piece set just hanging on the rope.
What are you doing? Can't even see
He's
his
so
dick. His tummy's
unbothered
over
about it.
He doesn't give a fuck. The girl next to him's like, whatever. Dude,
Funny.
good for him.
Just his
he has
rod
no
hanging
idea.
on it. Just sitting.
Just
on
looks
it.
like a fucking seal hanging over the ropes.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yep. I used to do that stuff. I'd put my dick on my cock and balls on a plate and put a fork there and be like, anybody?
What?
Well,
Yeah. It
What
was in
else you
Germany,
got?
though. It was in Germany when I was an engineering student. It's always engineers. You know that.
Oh, that submarine guy too, huh?
Yeah, the engineers and like computer experts.
Smarties.
They're not into the humanities. A lot of times, human beings are not. They don't really like them. You know, the most terrorists are actually engineers. Do you know that? People who resort to
I
violence.
did know that.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Damn.
So, a Barstow high school teacher was arrested recently for having a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old student.
Okay.
Now, we're
Girl
going
or
to
boy?
show you. It's the student is a girl, and we're going to show you what the teacher looks like.
All right.
A high school teacher was arrested after
they
being
never
accused
show the
of having
girls.
sex with a student.
They can't 'cause they're underage.
Catherine O'Neill
Fair.
was taken into custody Friday when a
Catherine O'Neill?
relationship.
Is that Jay Leno? How dare you?
Okay.
Dude,
well, that's
can you
threw me for a little bit of a
imagine
loop.
being that 16-year-old boy and your boys find out you're
No,
fucking...
it was a girl,
It's a
wasn't it?
16-year-old
girl.
girl. Now, a woman was having a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old girl.
I mean, look, things happen as she's older.
Dude, she should be the mascot for every lesbian in the world. Look at that lady.
She's a
I thought
strong,
it was a dude.
She looks like a strong prototype for a lesbian woman. I would say.
She only wear flannel.
Yeah, she has.
Wow.
She does have the Jay Leno
How did they
haircut.
find out? Teacher was sexually abusing a 6-year-old girl, though.
They were doing it together though. That's
Yeah.
what I read. Like they were
Yeah, 16
consent.
is you're pretty old at that point. That's legal in some states, right? Or at least a lot of
I thought it was
countries.
18.
It is
Mexico's
17.
12.
Vegas thing is 17. Different things. I'm sure Mexico is
Hey,
16.
how much would we change our tune if that was an attractive lesbian teacher? I'm like, whoa, good for you.
right.
Now we're like, oh God, fuck that lady.
We're so mature. We're so shallow.
That's how it goes, though. You know.
I know.
What else you got?
All right. Let's see. Oh, this I don't know how much this sucks for you, Bryan, but Peloton's being sued for using like artists' music without permission.
Dude, they have the greatest like playlist.
that's the thing that's weird.
It's the best playlist. Like this morning, I did the country ride to Alley, and it was amazing. I was like, God, these tracks are great. So are they not going to have it anymore?
They're going to go through the lawsuit first, but right now I think they just have to get permission and pay the right amount of money to use those musics.
They should be making a good amount of money. Yikes.
They're being sued for $150 million.
Of course, I would assume they had all the shit figured out before they launched it. The fuck are they thinking?
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Richard Branson.
I love Peloton though, man.
A lot of celebrities like it.
I love it. It annoys me how many people sign up using my shit and they haven't reached out yet, though. That bothers me.
What do you mean?
What?
Well, you know, like so many people have bought Peloton bikes because I always post about it. I'm not affiliated with them. I have nothing to do with them. And they keep sending me, whenever someone signs up and says, oh, Schaub, you know, I saw Brendan Schaub post, whatever, they send me an email going, thanks for the referral. Here's $100 to buy merch from our shop. I have $3,600 in free merch from them.
Really?
Yeah. Don't want it, man.
I'm gonna get. I'm
annoying.
loving my Air Runner Assault. I'm gonna get the bike. They have that bike that goes like this.
Yeah, I have it.
Bring that up for a second. I want to see it.
Well, no, it's just an Aerodyne.
What you like that?
Yeah,
right?
but it's just
but
an
you
Aerodyne.
use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good for getting in shape. You can put it on different. Yeah, the
Just an Aerodyne.
Air,
It's an assault bike,
fitness air
Aerodyne.
assault
But they're
bike.
called Aerodynes,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna get one of those.
So what's Peloton going to do?
They have to find out how to freaking pay him. I mean, it's just a lawsuit right now, so I'm sure they'll work
they'll
it out.
figure it out.
Yeah, they'll work it out.
What is the thing? Where,
They want to have a business model. So if that music, I was thinking about it. If that music goes away, it'd be tough, man.
it won't. It won't.
They
go
have
away.
to work it out.
So-
They
so you
definitely
know-
have
so
to
you
work
know-
it
For
out.
150 mil, they could, I'm sure, cover
They're
it.
worth like over
so you
$4
know the
billion.
AirPods, that technology belongs to somebody else, right? So they took it, and so there'll be a lawsuit, but it's good for that company because
Oh, yeah,
they
they
just
get
work
money.
out a deal. And
But with music's
Yeah.
shady because I bet you some
shady.
artists are like, no, I don't want to be on that platform.
yeah, and then they start seeing money, and nowadays it's so hard to make money as a musician anyway. So it's
You know
like
what bothers me though? If you're Peloton, what worries me is how did you guys not have the rights to the music before you launched this thing?
I mean, just some of them. I'm sure they have rights to other music, but there's
I'm
specific
saying what
songs.
separates them
might
too.
be contested in
a
court,
lot of
too.
the playlists. I mean, there's some hitters, dude. It is some fucking.
yeah,
it's
but it
great.
might be contested. I wouldn't be surprised if it was contested.
I mean, you just can't steal music though and fucking blast it around, pretend it's yours though
Yeah.
either.
But you can play music if it's a live performance. So if you're at Soul Cycle and you're playing different music,
That's
you're
what's
allowed
weird,
to
too.
do that. So if I do a performance, right, and I use any kind of music I want for a live performance, I'm allowed to do that.
Not true.
No?
Nope.
Used to be.
Try doing it on your special.
No, different. I'm saying if it's a live performance. In other words, I mean, if people come to see me, it's not being recorded, so it's
Oh,
live.
yeah, then you can use-
Yeah. So the
Wait,
same thing.
all Peloton's recorded.
It's
so
recorded.
it's live, but then it goes to the
Well, that's-
the on demand.
that
so
would be
music,
an issue. That
yeah.
would be a big issue.
Yeah, because Peloton was great. You can do so. They're on the East Coast, so if there's a class at 4 a.m. for me in LA, I can just wake up and start that class whenever I want with
Right.
that same playlist.
Right.
Hopefully, they figure it out.
What is it you like about Peloton?
This is a great. I burn calories. I'm done in 45 minutes. I like the music. I like the
Right.
class stuff.
You could do it live or pre-recorded ones. A bunch of options.
When was the last time you rolled jiu-jitsu? Forever ago, huh?
Yeah, I can't tell you. Rogan at the Comedy Store the other night was like, dude, you live so close to John Jock Machado's, man. He goes, dude, come in there with us. He goes, dude, just work on your guard. I went, I'm gonna stop you. Not interested. You know, really?
It was your job.
I went, I just don't care.
was your
He goes, that
job.
wouldn't be fun for you. I go, not really. I don't want to go in there. I don't see. Yeah, I just don't want to. I'd rather.
What is your job?
I'd rather run the hills or something like that.
Yeah. You can go in there and tap a bunch of people.
Who is it?
I don't know. Want to check?
Yeah,
I'm always afraid somebody's going to come in and kill us.
me too. What's up, brother?
Hey, sunshine.
Yeah, what you doing, man?
What up, player?
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
What's going on?
How's the B day, dude?
It was good, man. It wasn't that good though. I was
No?
born, I'm getting older.
I like your
How
I like
old
your
are you,
jacket.
Theo?
Oh, thanks, man.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
You're young.
It's a good age, buddy.
You
I'm
think?
52.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm 52, so don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
38's you're not even in your prime, you guys.
How long have you been 52? Can I come in there?
Yeah, come over
Come
here.
on in.
How long have you been?
Theo
52,
Vaughn over
man?
here, ladies and gentlemen. I've been 52 since January 26th.
Let me feel what your hand feels like.
Feel it.
Oh wow, your hand's stronger than mine.
Yeah, well, I use it a lot.
Yeah.
If I'm not boxing, I'm playing tennis. If I'm not playing tennis, I'm working out. You know what I'm saying? I never stop. The kid never stops.
I love that.
I run myself into the ground. Get my sleep though.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen.
I'll go 7.5, sometimes 8, sometimes even 9, depending.
Yeah, a friend of mine said that you slept one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get good sleep, Dale? You look rested. You
I
look
do.
more rested than yesterday.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, dude. I think I have a disease, not a disease, but like a infection, like a temporary disease in one of my eyes.
You do?
Yeah.
That one eye that we had the eye patch on?
Yep.
Oh, you may have pink eye conjunctivitis.
No,
No.
that
This
didn't
is
last
something
that
a little,
long.
little more
Did you get
chronic.
your haircut or something?
something that's genetic. From further back genetically. This
Really?
ain't a little bit of fucking.
Have you been to the doctor?
No.
Are you afraid to go?
I don't like going. I like to let
let it just really fester and get to the point where
No, you got to live a little, man. You just
Yeah.
don't want answers to everything.
Yeah, have you seen
bro.
Fast and Furious, dude?
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
to be like that, but with my health.
but
1/4 mile at a time. That's the way you live your life.
how long have you been dealing
Yeah, I'm
with this
Chris
eye
Brooks.
issue?
Remember that guy that died?
Yeah, how long has it been going on with your eye though? Your eye is an
It's
issue.
probably been 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
He used to have an eye patch.
That might be a
thought it
form
was
of
cool.
conjunctivitis or something.
I
It's
don't,
getting better.
it wouldn't last that long though, B.
No,
That's the thing. The last 2.5 weeks have just been kind of like a tent.
You're in a
it's
holding
like
pattern.
Yeah.
a holding pattern.
This bitch is in a
Are
holding
you getting
pattern.
gunk
baby.
in your eye?
I'm trying to land in Atlanta. You feel me? Yeah. I have a little bit in the morning.
Yeah,
You know.
it's probably a bacterial or viral infection.
Did you get your
That's what I
haircut? Did you get a haircut?
I put this jacket on.
Man, does he look different?
A little different.
What the fuck is happening
little
right now?
different.
You look like
Really,
a
dude?
different dude.
Open your eyes up, bro.
Maybe
it's
I have an
older.
eye infection.
Yeah, maybe you do. Maybe because I'm older, man.
Theo, we were trying to convince Kat to start putting her feet behind a paywall, making bank of dudes paying her.
Yeah.
Are you into like Asian foot fetish stuff?
I'm into it if you do like a lot of girls do, like they'll put like little gummy snacks between the toes and people love that.
Yeah.
And get them close to the camera. I don't like the girls that won't put them within like 3 or 4 inches.
No, I don't like that either.
Now, you ever been with a girl where you saw her feet and they were just not acceptable, or there was an angle? Like
Oh,
you saw
yeah.
her. And my friend does this joke. He goes, "I was on a roller coaster and I saw her face from a certain angle, and I was like, I made a mistake."
Yeah. Well, people's height. I knew a girl that's got all thumbs down there in her shoes. You
It's
know?
like all big toes.
She's got fucking 10 thumbs, bro. This bitch could hitchhike like that. You feel me?
Just like,
Catch every
hey.
ride, bro. But I remember, what'd you say?
Well, have you ever
What
seen,
I was gonna say is, as we was thinking of age and small feet. You ever? And I know you can't watch porno because of certain restrictions in your lifestyle.
Yeah.
But sometimes the porno will pop on suggestions,
Yeah.
and sometimes it'll just throw on this little Asian girl jacking a dude off with her feet.
Yeah, I've
What do you
seen
mean
that.
it'll just throw on, dude? You mean you, the controller?
No, bro.
Like, you mean when you type in
No.
Asian chick jacks guy
No,
off with
Theo,
big white guy off with feet,
big white
with
guy.
cauliflower ears?
Yeah, dude.
Jacks
Asian
off.
girl. Yeah, jacks off
big white-
CTE
Why-
victim. Like, where does it fucking stop, bro?
Bro, you haven't been on porn in forever, man. now
I
it gives
think about it.
suggestions, bro.
Oh,
Are you a porn guy? Were you?
I'm pouring off now, dude. I'm like 100 days off, I think, tomorrow.
Parole
Because you felt
officer.
you had a problem?
No, it's parole officer. You
See,
can't
I
do
never
it.
had a problem with it. I know. I don't. Porn doesn't do it for me. I'll do it once in a blue fucking moon.
It's because you're into men and you're on the wrong side.
True. I mean, not true. I mean, what? I'm confused. What did you say?
Yeah, what have you heard?
What they tell you?
What?
have you heard? But how bad was your problem, Theo?
I would just watch it too much. It was just a bad habit.
Like, what do you mean watch too much?
It was like chewing gum, but with my dick in my hand and pornography. You know, it was like I was doing it all. You know, I was doing it. I wasn't doing it
consumed
during
your
the
life?
day.
Like you'd miss shit. You'd like, fuck out of a meeting, but I was jacking off.
I wasn't like that.
But once you lost it, you were fine.
Yeah. I wasn't sitting there watching after I came. Any creep that watches after they've
Watch
ejaculated.
the narrative.
Yeah, man.
How's
Just-
this thing end?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch a couple more, even though I've already
No
ejaculated.
way.
But trying to find the right one.
Yes.
That's the thing.
What'd you say?
Trying to find the right one.
I'm too impatient. Nope. I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it.
I
I'll
got.
settle for this car commercial.
Yeah. I
Settle
don't know.
for
I
this guy.
haven't
Go,
seen.
Flo looks hot.
I'd have to find the right. But I just have to.
It was a bad habit for me. That's what happened, Brian.
What was your thing though, Theo? Like what
just
would,
pornography?
But was there a certain genre you were into?
Adult and
Tits.
probably tits, chicks with tits and vaginas and butts. You know,
yeah.
All the aboard, but there wasn't. There wasn't one certain category like.
I'd look at
tits.
threesomes. Maybe some butt action. A little bit of the dark arts. You
Yeah,
know?
dark arts are fun because you want to see a girl get.
You
down.
look for the butt action.
Some of the butt action though scared me because sometimes they'd show somebody's butthole and it was still kind of open a little bit.
I hate that.
and I'm worried that these
When
people are going
it's
to catch a
called
cold.
gaping.
I hate that. Dude.
called
especially in the
gaping.
winter.
Yeah, it's not safe.
Yeah, think about that, dude. It's hard enough keeping your ears and your nose, keeping colds out of your body.
Yeah.
What else, dude? I don't know.
Funny.
Well,
You
you're
look like
missing
about
out.
to fall asleep.
Porno's really come a long ways, Theo, is our point. Bryan doesn't watch
What?
it too much, but porno's come a long ways.
What do you mean it's come a long ways, dude? I want to hear this.
So my
Why don't
friend,
you make him explain his ideas, bro?
My friend dated a porn star, and she looked up at him when she was about to suck his dong, and she goes, "I want you to wreck my face."
Jesus.
And he was like, "Okay." And I
That's the story, Bryan?
Is that why Tito Ortiz beat that lady? Was that story or no?
Yes,
What do you
correct.
mean?
You're talking about when he beat up Jenna Jameson.
Oh no, I'm talking about. No, I didn't say that. And actually, Tito's a nice man. But
I love Tito. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what you're talking
And
about.
yeah, I don't
and
think
I
you did
just
that.
That's where you
guesstimated.
went.
You said
I-
something. No, I'm talking about another man,
told a
Chainsaw
terrible
Williams or
story.
whatever, that beat that lady in Las Vegas.
Oh, you're thinking of the War Machine.
Yeah.
Oh, that
beat
guy.
up,
Yeah, not Tito
uh,
Ortiz.
It wasn't
Tito
War
Ortiz.
Machine. No, Tito Ortiz is a nice man.
No,
That
War
never
Machine's
happened.
in prison for trying to murder that young
Yeah.
lady.
Well,
What was her
did she
name?
say that?
She
to
was
her?
so
Christy
hot.
Mack.
Oh, dying.
I
He
saw her in
really,
Las
really,
Vegas
he
one time.
really, really hurt her.
Yeah, he tried murdering her. Tried killing her, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Poor thing.
I would never punch somebody that's going to suck my dick, first of all.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
I don't think so. But I think that, fuck, man. I don't think anything.
You
I got
look
nothing.
different, dude. Something's up,
I like
man.
your sweats.
Thank you.
He's always in
Are you
sweats.
working out?
No.
Why not?
I'm trying to, dude. I've been having a lot of back and neck pain, or back and neck pain, as Brendan would call
How
it.
much of it is emotional? Your back and neck pain.
Good question, dude.
know
I
what
was
I mean?
just talking to somebody about that.
I get when I get back issues. It's emotional.
Yeah.
My back seizes up because I'm lying about something.
You mean your life?
No, I don't lie about my life. I'm pretty good with that. But
Yeah.
sometimes,
Look how
all of us,
honest he looks, dude.
I'm an honest guy, but sometimes we all lie to ourselves to say,
yeah.
whatever it might be.
And that's why your back's hurting, Theo?
I don't know, but that's a good question. I think it's something. At this point, my neck and my back is just constantly.
Well, when I was watching
let-
you work
let
out,
me-
you were pushing fucking sleds and shit. You don't know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Who told you to do that?
I go hard, dude. Ancient Rome, bro.
He's on his back like this, kicking the sled.
Oh boy.
I don't fucking. Yeah, I'll ride that sled.
But-
He put a dumbbell on his forehead like this.
dude.
Why are you a little mad at yourself? You're such a talented, special comic. You're original.
Well, that's nice of you to
You
say,
are.
man.
It's a fact. It's not.
That's what
it's not-
comes with the
It's
talent.
not nice. It's a
That's
fact.
what comes with the
You're a very
darkness,
talented
maybe.
guy. You're
Thanks,
very
man.
special as a stand-up comic, and that's
Thanks.
a big deal and rare fucking air. And I know the difference because I've only done this for 25 years. So
Jesus.
This is an intervention.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're very special. I told
Thanks,
you
man.
that. I texted you.
You've
that.
always told me that.
Yeah, but so
you've always said really
leave
nice
yourself
things.
alone a little bit.
Yeah.
Leave yourself alone. You're
Yeah,
doing
maybe I'm
great.
just too hard on myself. You know.
We all are, buddy. I am all the time. But I recently had to stop doing that bullshit.
Yeah. How'd you stop? Like, what did you?
I
do?
just decided I've fucking made the choices I've made. I made mistakes, but I'm here and I'm doing pretty well. You know, I fucking
Yeah.
it took me a long time to get here, but I'm pretty happy with what I've accomplished, and I'm doing my fucking best. And a lot of times, a lot of it was just I just love doing stand up, and maybe that's the only time I'm truly happy. I don't know. Maybe writing and doing stand up.
Yeah.
But look what I do for a living. I get to do a fucking podcast with one of my closest friends in the world.
You're welcome, yeah.
Yeah. I make money doing that.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
No, I feel blessed.
Yo, you're welcome. Sorry.
And then I get to be original and do stand up and make a difference just the way you do.
Yeah.
And look at the kind of performance we get to do, and we get paid for it. Don't compare yourself to other people.
do you know,
either. That's a terrible idea.
AB, do you know anyone
know
that
what I'm
doesn't
doing.
like Theo?
I just feel.
No, everybody
Hold
likes
on.
you.
Out of all the people we know,
No
you know
one.
anyone who doesn't love Theo?
No one. No
Never.
one. Everybody
I don't
likes
get
you,
it.
and you're an original, dude. When you do stand up, all of us fucking
Everyone
watch and
stop.
laugh.
Thanks, man.
So leave yourself the fuck alone.
Yeah, I don't know
and
why I just feel like I'm not a
celebrate-
good person a lot of times.
You are a good person. Celebrate a little bit of the
From
fact
what
that you're
though,
a special
Theo?
guy.
I don't get where that comes from, Theo. You're great.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not even
why.
talking about your talent. I'm just talking about as a person. You're nice as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just
Who
feel
do
like I'm
you-
just a bad. I don't know. I don't know where that comes from, man. I don't know why it lives
Because you're
inside of me.
sensitive, and I feel that all of us feel a little bit like a fraud. You know, Anthony Hopkins said after he won an Oscar, he goes, he was in our class, in my acting class. I wasn't there that day, but he came to speak, and he said, but my friend said,
Okay.
I know. I don't like to say I was there because I wasn't. But,
I respect
but
that.
my buddy,
Yeah,
my buddy
thanks
was
for being
there.
honest.
He used to be
yeah.
there in the story. He used to be there.
But for the
Yeah,
story,
I
I
watched
was
Morgan
there.
Freeman.
For the story, I was there.
On YouTube. I wasn't there,
Yeah.
but
But you know what he said? He goes, I'm always waiting to be found out as a fraud. Like I feel like a fraud. Like I won
Yeah.
an Oscar, but I don't even work that hard. I just go by instinct and he goes, and I just feel like a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
And so many artists and people that do things feel that way.
hey,
I don't
Theo,
think
have
anybody
you
feels
always
it.
felt like this or when you got successful?
No, I think I've always felt like this. I don't think it's ever changed. Yeah, it makes me think about it,
Are
man.
you getting emotional?
A little bit. I mean, it just makes me, I just don't know why I don't know why I feel that way or sometimes. And I don't know why people feel that way, you know? So it just makes me sad that I don't know. I don't know.
It's very hard, man. I understand it and I feel it. And I've gone through it my whole life as far as just feeling like a piece of shit, you know? But I just stopped. The other day I was like, I'm beating myself up over shit. I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
I'm a fuck up to an extent.
Yeah.
And by the way, thank God.
Yeah.
But also it's a pain in the ass. I know I'm a pain in the ass. And I know I'm a disappointment to people. I don't know how else to be. I don't. I try really hard.
Yeah.
But I'm done beating myself up. I'll just keep trying to be better. But your fucking life is one continuous mistake. But the bottom line is, my friend, at 38, you're one of the best comics in the world. And that is an objective fact. He agrees with it. I agree with it. Joe Rogan agrees with it. And everybody else I know agrees with it. And on top of that, we all like you a lot.
Thanks, man.
And you're a great guy. So you ain't a bad person.
The
Fuck all that.
bad person stuff. I don't get where
Thanks,
that comes
man.
from, though, brother.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, even as Bryan, as he's talking, I'm just thinking about that. Like, I don't know why. Yeah, I started thinking like, well, no matter, it's like, just that no matter how hard I work or something, it's never going to
Yeah.
be enough to make
That's how
myself
I
feel
feel.
like I'm okay.
That's how I feel. You know what Dov Davidoff told me? He went to a therapist. You know, and Dov has always suffered from this. One of my favorite comics.
And with that, then I'm getting tired of working all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just like this dirty ladder kind of. It's like no matter how hard I work, if I work harder, then I'll be okay.
What are you
I'll feel
working-
okay.
what are you working for?
I don't even know. And then I start to
Recognition?
think about that. No, I don't even. I mean, I feel good about what I do. You know, I just want to feel okay. I think.
Just keep being original, bro.
Yeah.
Just keep working for original self-expression.
But you're saying even that's not filling the hole there.
Well,
void.
I don't know what it is, but I'm starting to feel like I'm on this hamster wheel. Whatever I have been doing has been a bit of a hamster wheel that's not helping at a certain
So
point.
two suggestions. One is just that Dov Davidoff had said something really interesting, and I had a little bit of this in my therapy that I've been going to.
Yeah.
And the therapist looked at Dov and said, "Do you feel you have a?" It's a crazy question. He goes, "Do you feel you have a right to exist?" And he goes, "No, I guess I don't." How about that?
Wow.
And one of the reasons that I read philosophy and listen to like Philosophize This, that podcast and stuff, is that it's really interesting because a lot of really smart people have thought of these questions, and it gives me some perspective.
Right.
It just gives me perspective. I'm not saying the answers are there, but
No, it doesn't sound like you are. It just sounds. Yeah, no, that's
You know what's
that's
frustrating for
interesting
me,
to hear.
Theo,
It's
is
good
I,
perspective.
you know what's frustrating for me? I don't know how to help you.
Yeah.
I was so frustrated yesterday. I could tell you weren't in the best mood. And Kat suffers from some,
She's an empath.
yeah. And Kat was like, hey, you know, Theo's, you know, because I was like, man, I just felt like we were off some. She's like, well, you know, Theo suffers from the same thing I do, man. And I was like, what? So I was like, well, how do I help him? What do I do? I was asking Kat, and she's like, there's nothing you do, man.
Yeah, I
Because
have
I was
depression and
talking to Kat
anxiety too.
before Bryan came in. Kat was like, yeah, some days I just I just lock myself in my room and I don't do work. And
Yeah, I just don't feel good, and it's like, you know, it's just like sometimes you just get tired of it, you know, and it's like you do. I don't know, but then also it's like maybe there's this weird pressure in the world and in like society and stuff where it's just like, you know, that we're supposed to feel good all the time, and that's not the truth. And
No, it's not real.
And so
That's true.
you know, and then I don't know, but no, some of that's really it's super insightful, man. And you always speak really insightfully, and I don't think you ever sound like you know what you're talking about, but you do that on purpose a little bit because you don't.
Correct.
You want us to, you know,
Yeah.
because you get it.
Yeah.
You know, you get that, like.
Well, I like, one of the things I like about history is that people that are some of the most influential people all suffered from this.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so badly, whether it was Kierkegaard or it was Van Gogh or Winston Churchill called it the black dog.
Wow.
And he would get the black dog. And you'd be hard pressed to find somebody who's more historically significant, at least in the 20th century, than Winston Churchill, who read more books than anybody, who knew more and had.
Oh, my friend's dog is named fucking Winston Churchill.
Was one of the most brave men, and he said he always he would get the touch of the black dog, and that meant he couldn't get off the fucking couch. Deep depression. Always had some alcohol in his system.
You've always suffered from it though, Theo?
I think so.
There's different levels to it though, right? And this is a touchy subject because Brody Stevens had the black dog, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he had
But-
something, and we got off his medication. I think that's when you're just.
Yeah.
He got out of a crevasse he just couldn't get out of, because the guy that dropped him off that night even said he was fine. You know, that he was normal.
The fuck?
So I think for him, he was on and off those medications. You know, it's kind of scary.
Are you on medications still?
Yeah, I take medications, but
It helps?
I think it helps. You know, I had that doctor guy, Pearl Mutter, in yesterday. If you ever seen that guy, he wrote a book.
Great name.
And he said, you know, stuff you eat and stuff can affect it. So I thought about maybe trying to get more like homeopathic type of ways, but I'll stay on my medication forever until I know that I can't. But yeah, maybe it's just this thing that you just kind of have in your pocket, and it's always there, and sometimes you know it's there and sometimes you don't. You know?
I've noticed you are always trying to get better, though. And
Yeah.
I really respect that.
Thanks, man.
You know, so
Well, you know, you've always said nice things. I remember when I first met you at the Westwood Crab House, whatever that place is.
brewery. Right,
Yeah.
brewery,
You
right,
said,
company.
start reading, man. Read some books. Start with the Bible. Read forward. You know? And you'll have all the artillery you need.
Yeah.
And then I think you went and met some hot chick.
I sure did.
like,
But
that's
that locked it even.
sure
That
did.
locked it in even more. I was like,
Yeah, he
that
knows what
fucking-
he's doing.
He knows what he's talking
I
about.
like reading. I like reading the foundational texts that gave us this society we live in because there's a lot of wisdom in them.
Yeah.
Like anything that's still relevant, I'm like, why is this still relevant? Why are people still reading this? There's got to be some truth to it. Not everybody
yeah.
can be an idiot, right? So
Right.
I'm like, why is the Bible such a relevant doctrine? Why is Socrates? Why, these motherfuckers? There's some wisdom in there that I might be able to help with, you know. I'll give you a couple things to read that are simple.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
That I think you'll like, that were my Bible, that were my biggest influences.
Yeah.
One is The Catastrophe of Success by Tennessee Williams, about what happened to him when he got famous and how he realized that the only thing that matters is celebrity dulls your sword, and that the wolf at the door is luxury and money and a kidney-shaped swimming pool in Beverly Hills, and he wasn't able to write anymore. And the only thing that he was an organism built for endurance. And what he did, writing those incredible plays that were the American standard of art, that Marlon Brando did, and that changed the world, frankly.
Streetcar Named Desires.
Changed how all of us see movies.
Yeah.
But then once he got famous, he lost all.
He lost it all. He fucking couldn't do it.
creativity.
He was like, and he even said, he goes, living in this suite in Manhattan when some ancient woman is coming up to clean up my mess from the night before. That's bad for her. She's some ancient woman with a pail and cleaning up my mess, and it's bad for me, and it might be worse for me. He said, nobody should ever have to clean up your own mess. Your life should require some effort. You should have to have some effort. And he goes, and the only way an artist really like produces great things is to be alone for a while with some good exercise and some rudimentary kind of things to do. But you can't create things that are worth laughing and crying at without some solitude, without that truth. And that's what it's about. And Ralph Waldo Emerson, who was the greatest fucking romantic and influenced, I don't know, Henry David Thoreau, who influenced Gandhi and Martin Luther King, who wrote this incredible essay called
He knows
Self-Reliance.
nothing what's
You
going
don't know
on.
what the. You might as well speak in Chinese to him.
He
right
thinks
now.
you're talking about draft picks from the
Yeah,
NFL. He
I
has
know,
no idea
I
what you're
know.
talking about.
I'm getting a little
He thought
too much.
Ralph Waldo
You
Emerson.
think you're talking about Simpson characters?
No.
I'm going to send it
I
to
think
you.
you're talking about NASCAR drivers.
Bro, he
right
thought
now.
Leviticus
Look
played
at
for the
him.
Rams,
I'm
bro.
going to send it to you, though.
thought-
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, bro.
You thought Martin Luther King, you were telling him directions how to get home.
No, he thought Saturn.
Take a ride on Martin Luther King Drive? Okay.
He
So can
thought
I-
Saturn was a black dude, bro.
Can I do one thing to you? Can I read one thing? And then
Yeah.
I want to see what you think of it.
I love
Martha
this.
Graham. Martha Graham was the greatest modern dancer. She basically invented modern dance. Martha Graham was. I mean, so dance
have to
wouldn't
see
be.
her, but
It
yeah.
wouldn't be the same without Martha Graham.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
There's people
She wrote a
standing around
letter. She
thinking.
wrote a letter to her friend about what it is to be an artist, and I want to read this to you guys because I think you'll appreciate this. It's a short one. She says, there is a vitality, a life force, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one you in all of time, this expression is unique. If you block it, it will never exist through any other medium and be lost. The world will not have it. It is not your business to determine how good it is, nor how valuable it is, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours clearly and directly, to keep the channel open. You do not even have to believe in yourself or your work. You have to keep open and aware directly of the urges that motivate you. Keep the channel open. No artist is pleased. There is no satisfaction whatever at any time. There is only a queer, divine dissatisfaction, a blessed unrest that keeps us marching and makes us more alive than the others. I give that to you guys as artists, as people on the way to try to become original in your expression. Never forget that. trust yourself.
Fuck, man, I got to listen to this podcast more often.
You and I will have a real talk. We'll go down that rabbit hole, and I can help you.
Wow. Thanks,
It's
man.
gonna be a lot of reading.
It's my job. It's gonna be
It's gonna be a lot of reading.
I'll read it to you, brother. I'll read
Dude,
it to you.
this guy knows half the alphabet, dude. I don't even see how.
Yeah.
You got to spot him the vowels, bro. This dude, real consonant
some vowels,
jockey over
bro.
there. Thank you. That's right on time, man.
I
That's
know
right
it
on
is.
time.
I know. I got a lot of that stuff for you, but you're an original, brother. So you protect yourself. Don't fuck with yourself. You're too important.
Yeah,
you're
man,
an important.
take it
you're
easy.
Important. You're important.
Yeah.
Take it
We
easy.
need
We
you.
love you, man.
Theo, we need you.
Thanks.
World
And I
needs you,
need
brother.
The whole world needs you. That's right. We love you.
Fuck. Now I feel like I'm fucking Batman or something, and I didn't know.
You are.
know?
I think we're
Yeah.
gonna end this podcast like that. What do you think, buddy?
I don't know where we'd go from here.
Me neither.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kat.
Both
Kat
you
is
fucks
very,
are
very,
welcome,
very
by the way.
sympathetic.
Both of you are welcome.
Hey, why are you taking credit?
Just in general.
You
You're
fucking-
welcome.
you
both
can't
of
just
you.
take credit all
You're
of a sudden.
fucking welcome.
That's a little
They're
arrogant.
Both of you.
Hey, you're waving us off, dude.
Yeah, dude, with the back of your
God damn. Well, I
hand.
guess sign us out then. Hey, by the way, Complicated Apes. I think it's still number 1 on iTunes. Get Complicated Apes. I keep forgetting to fucking promote it, but I guess it's doing really well.
Is it your new album?
Yeah, it's doing
I'll
really
put
well.
it on my
I'm
Instagram right
delighted.
now. Complicated Apes.
Yeah, it's
Milwaukee this Friday, Saturday. We'll see you this Friday, Saturday. One show only. Friday, one show only. Saturday, Turner Hall. And then next week, I'm in Washington, D.C. Shows on Saturday sold out. D.C. Improv. Thursday and Friday. Tickets still available. Get them now. tfatk.com. Brian, tell them where you're going to be.
Kansas City this Friday, this Saturday.
Without a wallet.
motherfuckers. Yeah.
He lost his wallet, dude.
Yep, Kansas
No
City. Yep,
way,
Kansas City.
51 years
bro.
old.
And
Kansas
he
City
just gave
Improv.
you life
I know.
advice?
Yeah.
Philly, I think all shows are almost all totally sold out, so we may add a Thursday show. So if you're trying to get tickets, I think I'm gonna add a 5th or 6th show, whatever, on Thursday. I'm gonna do 2 shows Thursday. Then I got Calgary, the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Come see me at Yuck Yucks. See you soon.
tfatk.com.
Complicated
Theo,
Apes.
are you on the road this week?
Yep, I'll be in San Jose. I think it's already sold out, but I'll be in Phoenix next week, and I would love for some people to come out. We were all in Phoenix, dude. That was
Stand
the
up
first
live. That was
theater
fun,
stage
man.
I ever did.
God, how fun was that?
That was
Awesome.
fun.
That was cool,
dude.
man.
Dude,
that was
you're
a big
selling out on
theater.
the road too, by the way. You're
Remember
selling
that?
out at 38. San Jose Improv's not easy to sell out. That's a huge
That's
theater.
a big room.
Yeah, it's
Well
gonna be
done.
crazy.
It's a great
man.
room.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right, man,
excited,
we're
man.
out of
I owe
here.
a lot of it to you guys, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Fuck.
Well, you'll get my bill in the
You're
mail.
worth it.
tfatk.com.
What?
This is the Fine Kid. We're out.